everyone, Colouring Heaven have sent me their new winter magazine to show you. This is part of their seasons series, which you may have signed up to, you may not have done. You could get all four for a slight discount. But I think it starts in spring, so this is the last one of the series, but you can buy it singly, and I will include a link to that in the video description, as well as a link to their subscription details in case you want to subscribe to the regular magazine. This isn't one of the monthlies, this is Colouring Heaven Presents, which is a little bit different to their normal monthly magazines which subscribers get. So this is an extra, but if you subscribe you do get money off these. So let's have a little look. So we've got a winter theme, obviously. We've got 48 designs. So let's have a little look at the first one. Now, I think these are probably by different people. I'm just having a little look. This one is called Winter's Here by Desi Georgiev. It does tell me up here, actually, that there are portraits by Desi Georgiev. There are scenes by Agatha Pop and Colouring Book Cafe. There's Hannah Carlson, wow, Julia Spiri, Dawna Matt Davison, Christine Karen, Deborah Muller and Karolina Kubikowska. Struggle with that name. So here are our first ones. We have a lovely portrait, slightly grayscale. Now I find grayscale tricky to colour, but I find it a really good way to learn where to put the shading in a picture. So, you know, down the sides of the nose and all that sort of thing. So it can be quite a good one to learn with, but I find that when I finish colouring a grayscale I can often see the grey through. Maybe I don't put the pencil down thick enough, I don't know. Maybe you've got tips for me, it'd be really good to hear if you do. But anyway, they are good to learn, and the eyes are beautifully done, so that will be an interesting one to do. And here we have another one. This one is called Snow Princess. She's got like an ice cream and candies, but lots of snow as well. That's right. I like this border. We had one on the last one. Yeah, it's quite nice. I don't know why I like a sort of border. You can put a little bit of colour inside. Looks like a portrait then, which it said it was actually. This one though doesn't have a border. It's called My Sweet Corgi. I love her hair. Wish my hair would grow a bit longer. It could look like that. Got curls. And we've got all the Christmas decorations in this one as well. It's a bit more Christmassy, and little gnome. Now here are Agatha Pops. So this one is called Winter Treats. We have a very cute little birdhouse with gifts outside. We have a little line with things hanging on. So we've got hat, stocking, mittens and bits and pieces. And then a very tasty looking Christmas cupcake there. I'm just looking up at my camera to see how it's looking. I've got a slightly different light setup today, so let me know if you are regular to the channel how you think that is. Is it too white? Is it bleaching things too much, or is it making it nice and bright? Is it helping? I'd like to know. So this one's also by Agatha Pop, and it's called Presents and Pine Cones. I've seen these before. They're part of one of her Christmas downloads. So she's got a cup of marshmallows, some macarons, Christmas tree, a pine cone here. I think I've coloured that one. A lovely poinsettia and some presents. I think I might have coloured all that page actually. And this one is called Cozy Dozen #1. So I guess we'll get another page. So I have cupcake and candle, another poinsettia, a mistletoe tea bag. We have mittens, scarf, drink, a bauble, ice skating boot, I should say, a star, some stockings and some holly. Lovely. And then we have another Cozy Dozen #2. I'm wondering if these are Advent. I don't know. Lollies, birds, teddy, letter, jumper, presents, snowman, gingerbread house, cup of hot chocolate, I'm guessing, a Christmas pudding, a sleigh of gifts and a Christmas tree. And we have, penguin friends. Oh, these are gorgeous. I'm sure she did penguins. I don't know if it was last year. So we have just a cupcake, but then we have a little penguin. Then we have a penguin cup. Penguin with prezzies, little baubles, ice skating penguin, stocking, penguin with gifts, a snow globe, a little reindeer penguin. I guess it's a penguin with reindeer ears. And this one does too, but a hat too. And one that's skiing. And a set of bear friends. Although there are some penguins too. Penguin gloves and a penguin. And we have a robin. And that's a sort of snowman cookie. We have a little robin here too. But then we can move on to a cup of something. Then we have a little bear. Oh, that one's so cute. That was in the box. And one with a sack and a Christmas tree. Now we have one called Winter's Bounty. This is also by Agatha Pop. So you have a selection of things, which is quite nice for getting in a little bit of practice, or you could use it as a sort of insert for a Christmas card, something like that. And we've got this sort of orange, I'm guessing mistletoe, various pine and holly and things, some cookies, apple, and some more berries of some sort, and a poinsettia, a snowflake. This one's called Cozy Capped Home. It's really lovely, again by Agatha Pop. So we have a mushroom house here in the snow, but then we have this border of holly and mistletoe. It's really pretty. I don't recognise that one, but I'm sure I've probably seen it before. Now this one's called Spirit of the Season. So we have a lovely reindeer, but on the antlers we have all different bits and bobs. So we have poinsettias, holly, we have little baubles. It's sort of decorated like a Christmas tree. It's lovely, even a star. And this one is called Winter Cottage. So we have the winter cottage, but around the outside we have a lovely border with pine cones and various greenery. Now we move on to Colouring Book Cafe. This one's called Smiling Through the Snow. So we have a little lamb, it's very cute, in a cart with like a bit of a Christmas tree there and a cottage. So this one more winter than Christmas, which is good as it's a winter book. You don't want it all to be Christmas. This one's called Mittened Paws and Macarons. We have the macarons here with the drink and little dog with mittens and looking outside. I guess it's on a veranda with the snow. This is called Winter Scenes 1. They're quite faint. I hope that you can see the deer and the animals. Looks like Bambi. We have a watering can with birds. We have someone with a drink and some knitting. And this one is a snow globe with some houses and things. And then we have Winter Scenes number 2. So we have a robin with a cottage. We have some boots and a little kitten and a stag. Down here we have houses with skiers. And then this one, the children are building a snowman outside, but inside there are chocolates or cakes, I'm not sure, on a plate. And here we have another one. We have a drink with croissants. It's coffee, isn't it? Croissants and things. But we're outside, a bit cold. And we have a little bunny here with a book. This one got their feet up, look, and they've got a fire. And this one outside as well with a bench. This one's called Cold Hands, Warm Heart. My mum used to say that. And they've made a heart-shaped snowball. That's very imaginative. I like that. And this one is called Marshmallows and Mandarins. We've got a lot more detail. It's obviously a very different illustrator. So we've got our drink of hot chocolate. But we've got, I'm not sure what this is, but we've got a candle, which is in the shape of a pine cone. These are oranges, I can see that, but I'm just not sure what that is. Interesting, someone might know. Tell me if you do. This one's called Kitty by Lantern Light. You have a little cat on the, so I was going to say sledge, and then I wondered if it was a table, but I think it is a sledge. And we have the buildings in the background with all the snow. This one's called Snowy Snacks. So we have a bird feeder, little birds, and then all the lovely pine going on. Now this is Hannah Carlson. So this one's called Gemstone Guardians. So we have 2 owls. I wonder what this is from. I don't recognise it from any of her books. It doesn't say it's exclusive though. Might just be one that I haven't done. Maybe, I just don't know. So there are the owls in the snow. This one's called Feathered Finery. So this is another Hannah Carlson. You can tell by looking almost instantly. Well, I can. So we have more birds and snowflakes. This one is called Sparkling Stems. So we have lots of stars and sort of, these are like acorns, but they're gemstones at the same time. And some leaves and things and vines. Whoops. And this one is called Frozen Stars. So really this looks to me like Christmas tree decorations. We have this sort of hanging beads going on. We have snow around the edge and this very ornate looking one in the middle. Queen of Jewels. I think I've seen this picture before. So her hair's all going out to the side. There's lots of jewellery on. It's not really, I mean, it could easily be wintry, but I wouldn't say this is a winter picture. It could easily be, couldn't it? Celestial Sparkle. I've seen this one before. So I have a moon with different things hanging from it. This one's called Castle of Crystals, not seen this one. So it's a lovely house, but it just got all the crystals in front of it. What looks like maybe water, and then all the stars behind. And Shimmering Lanterns by Hannah Carlson. I'm sure this one might be in a postcard book I've had, but was that from Seasons? I'm not sure. No, I think the postcard was only one. Anyway, never mind. Decorated Duets. So we have little birds, and they're obviously all these look like Christmas tree decorations. Star of Wonder. So it's sort of in the corner, which is interesting. So we've got a sort of slightly different perspective with it not being central. Makes it more interesting. Now this one's called Snow Day. I'm thinking it's this way. Is it this way? I think so. There are lots of snow, scarf. I think, is this a bear? Am I being really dense? I think it is. That was by Imhope. And this one is by Julia Spiri, called Furry Friends on Frosty Hills. That's just so adorable. It's so very, very cute. Again, a bit grayscale-y. Lovely picture. Oh, I'm just going to turn it, hoping that maybe it's that way again. It is. This one's called Sledging is Fun. So we've got all these gorgeous little cottages, little child, a sleigh, the bunny and the snowman. Let's go around this way. This one is called Walk with Friends. So she's up in front of her snow-covered tree. She's got a little tiny bird, a rabbit and a fox. And this one's called Cozy Cottage. Looks quite dilapidated in ways. It looks a bit slanty and a bit, I guess that's the snow. And this one's called A Fairy Tale Stroll. So we've got the castles and houses in the background, and she looks like she's dressed like a princess, I think, with a fur coat on. Here we have Leslie and the Fawn. I don't know why she's called Leslie or who Leslie. I mean, she must be Leslie. Got Squirrel Fawn. Very cute indeed. Then we have Winter Kiss. This is by Matt Davidson, I think. Yeah. So this is the new author. So we have this reindeer maybe, or stag. I'm thinking stag really. These, I don't know. Got decorations. It's really cute. And this one's by Dawn Davidson, called Keeping Them Warm. So in the hood of her cape, she's got these little mice keeping warm there. Very sweet. Again, a sort of grayscale face till you can see where the shadows are a little bit. And this one's by Christine Caron, North Wind. So we've got an interesting sky going on here as well as, but her clothes sort of morph into the mountains. It's very interesting. This one's by Deborah Muller, called Tiny Traveller. So you have a snail, and we have all these plants around. Doesn't look particularly wintry, but you know, you can do it how you wish. Now this one is called Queen of the Winter Rose, again by Deborah Muller. So I guess this is our winter rose. We've got, the bird's got a little crown of sticks. It's very sweet. Now we have Karolina Kubikowska. This one's called Tea Time Bird. So the bird is holding a cup. This one is called Holidays. So obviously we've got a holiday theme, but she's got her reindeer horns with her decorated, and she's got a gift. And this one is called Serenity. We have the sort of pine trees. I guess that gives us a bit more of a wintry feel. And then this last one is called Owl Night. So again, a little bit wintry because of the pine trees, I suppose. Got a lot of stars. She's got a warm scarf on, things like that. So there we go. It doesn't tell us much about yes, there was something. This is an advert for all their magazines, but they were selling back issues at a slightly cheaper cost. I noticed them advertising on Instagram. I don't know how long that's going on for. So if there's a magazine, I don't know if it's all back issues or just the monthly ones, but there was a bit of a sale. But I'll put the details to the website, to the subscriptions, and to this in the description of the video, and you'll be able to pop over there and just have a little look and see what you think about the deals, and have a look at what they've got for sale and that sort of thing. It's quite easy to navigate the website. Once you're on there, you can go into the shop and just look at all the different issues that they've got available. So there we go. Thank you for watching. Yeah, I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day, and happy colouring.